One of the things about writer's block is that what's really causing the writer's block is that we're trying to imagine being able to read the story and in its final perfect form when we get the writer's block. And since you can't do that, most people can't do that, you get stuck. You keep thinking, well, what am I gonna write about? And I think the way to get out of that is to just start writing. And maybe you're so stuck in writing that you can't think of anything on the story, anything about the story. So you need to just write something to get your mind going and get your ability to write going. When I was in, I think it was my first year at the university, I had an English teacher and he had a meeting and we had class, and he came in 5 or 10 minutes late to class, took his shoe off, dropped it in the middle of the table, and we're all surrounding this big table. And he says, I want you to describe that shoe in good English. I'll be back. And he hobbled off down the hallway. And we kind of looked at each other thinking, is this guy serious, And he didn't come back after a few minutes, so we started doing the assignment. And I found it to be a really fascinating assignment because it really got you could just describe it and be done with it, but that's really boring. But to be able to describe it in a way that is interesting, that people want to read it, that was fun. And I've gone back to that was 30 years ago, maybe more than that. I don't know. I've gone back to that again and again when I've gotten stuck and thought, well, how can I describe something in an interesting way? And I use that a lot to get out of writer's block. You can use it as an exercise where you just write one page about anything that you see in your room or something that you might see in the story, and that'll get you thinking about the story, and then you can jump back in and start writing the story again. I think that works for me. I hope it works